Hi everyone, welcome here. Today we are going to discuss about one poem that is a part of ICSE 10th class syllabus. We have total in number 5 poems in ICSE 10th class. So these 5 poems are Haunted Houses, The Glove and the Lions, When Great Trees Fall, A Considerable Speck, The Power of Music. So the first poem, Haunted Houses, that we are going to discuss about in this poem, basically our focus will remain on literary devices because some students face major difficulties in literary devices, and some questions are expected to come in final exams regarding literary devices. They can ask some questions like they can give you some lines or extracts, and you will have to find out which literary device is used in that particular extract. We are going to start with Haunted Houses poem. First and foremost, the most important literary device I see, that is metaphor. It is most widely used in poems and plays. Now, what is metaphor? Metaphor, it makes a comparison between two unlike things, mean to say, which two things which are not similar, suggesting a resemblance without using like or as. But writers use them cleverly, artfully, and they find out some similarities between them. For example, here we have this: the world is a stage. So how a world is a stage? Why the writer called it the world is a stage? Because on the stage in a play, characters play their role and they disappear, they leave the stage. Same way in our real life, we have our particular goals, our particular roles as a mother, as a teacher, as a brother, and whenever we complete these roles, we finish these roles and we disappear. For the time, the age given to us by God or nature on earth, that is limited, and our rules are limited. So same way the writer is saying that the world is a stage where we perform our roles and we disappear. So if we talk about Haunted Houses, first of all we go through its brief summary. In Haunted Houses, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow reflects on how every house is haunted, not by ghosts but by memories of people who once lived there. These memories linger like invisible spirits influencing the present. The poem explores the emotional impact of the past, suggesting that every home holds echoes of joy, sorrow, laughter, and tears from previous generations, because in those particular houses our previous generations lived, their memories are lingered with homes. So Longfellow emphasizes that life and death are interconnected and the past always leaves its presence behind. Mean to say, our past or past memories reflect in our present time and they affect our present mind and they affect our present time. So the tone of the poem is reflective and melancholic, and the themes of the poem are memory, time, and the invisible presence of the past in everyday life. Its sum and substance is that we are carrying our past as well. So this was a brief summary of the poem. Now our particular focus on literary devices, I told you, like first one is the phantoms or ghosts. This metaphor is used and it stands for our memories. Phantoms or ghosts are actually our memories, and memories can be pleasant or painful that linger and influence the present. So phantoms and ghosts, this is a literary device, that is metaphor here. Next metaphor is used here, the graves forgotten. Graves mean to say our past generations which we have forgotten, our past memories which we have forgotten. This monotony where graves forgotten represents the deceased, emphasizing the lasting connection between the past and the present. Our connection between past and our present life, because whatever we have faced in our past life, it has shaped us today, our behavior, our personality. It is the production of our past. Next literary device is the bridge of light. It is also important metaphor here. It connects the earthly world with the spirit world or the world after life, symbolizing the link between our conscious and unconscious minds and the realm of mystery. This is very mysterious. Our unconscious mind and the spirit world, that is very mysterious. Bridge of light here, that ray, that line which connects us, which connects our conscious and unconscious mind or our real world with the spirit world. Personification is also a literary device used here. Personification means to give human qualities. Personification means to give human qualities to inanimate objects or abstract ideas. Abstract ideas can be ghosts. Inanimate objects can be trees. Trees are dancing. Trees don't dance. This is a human characteristic, but it is given to inanimate objects. That is personification. Personification in the poem personifies houses by suggesting they are haunted and possess a memory of their past inhabitants. So houses are animated here with the help of personification. The spirits or ghosts are also personified, described as harmless phantoms who glide on their errands. So ghosts are also personified here. These are abstract ideas, and so that's why we can call them personification. Next, third, that is important here, imagery. This is very common literary device used in novels, plays and poems. Imagery means to say whenever you start visualizing or imagining any situation that you have gone through and you have read it in the textbook, like using descriptive language to create vivid mental pictures for the reader. That is imagery. Whenever you write anything and it creates any visualization in your mind, that is imagery. And in English 1 paper you have descriptive paragraphs. There you will have to use imagery to get good marks. So in this poem, Longfellow uses imagery to paint a picture of the houses, evoking a sense of mystery and the past with phrases like silent rooms. When you think about silent rooms, something comes to your mind. No one is there. If someone is there, he or she is silent, totally silent. Dusty glass, you can think over that. So these things create some kind of imagery in your mind. The poem also implies sensory details, means regarding our senses, to create a sense of supernatural regarding heaven, regarding God, such as impalpable impressions and vapors dance. This is a way to create a vivid mental description or picture with the help of imagery that is also used here. So there are three major literary devices: metaphor, personification and imagery. Rest literary devices like alliteration, that is simple, that students easily can grab, but these three literary devices are important, and in other poems these are also used, and we will talk about them later. So this was about this poem. I hope you learned something and you got it.